My name is Emma Sargent. My course is Certificate 4 in Human Resources. This is my recording for Assessment 2, Role Play, Recording 2.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi Emma, thank you for following up with me.
That's not a problem. I wanted to touch base with you to see how you are feeling, to discuss with you the outcome of my meeting with Eddie, and let you know our plan moving forward. How does that sound?
That does sound good, thank you. I'm a bit worried and possibly nervous about the whole situation, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Please do not feel worried or nervous at all. Before we commenced our discussion, I advised Eddie that confidentiality was of the utmost importance and that our discussion remains between him and I. He is also aware that I would be providing feedback to you, which is also to remain confidential. Do you understand this?
Yes, of course. This experience has been overwhelming for me, along with everything I'll have to process with my mum. I'm just not looking forward to causing any issues. I want to get on with my job as best as I can.
First of all, I want to thank you for approaching me initially to discuss how you are feeling. Part of being a good leader is being able to identify, analyze, and resolve issues. It's also to be a good listener. Sometimes issues are not as obvious to some as they may feel to others, and I'm so pleased that you have developed the trust and confidence in me to come and discuss your concerns. Please know you always have my support and that you always are able to speak with me. During my meeting with Eddie, we discussed the issues you have raised with me and I requested his account of the events. He agreed that he made some comments amongst the team regarding your results, but he couldn't remember exactly what was said.
Okay, so he admitted that he made those comments.
Yes, he did. He said to me that whilst he cannot remember exactly what was said, that his comments would have only been stating the truth. I advised him that regardless of whether or not his comments were true, that the performance results of any team members, including yourself, are the concerns of the individual employee and myself as your sales team supervisor. Eddie explained that whatever comments he made wouldn't have only been intended as a joke and that he wouldn't have been intending to upset you or to make you feel bullied. I then opened up our discussion and referenced the bullying and harassment policy we have here at BuySmart.
Even if he was joking, it really upset me. I thought about it for days until I decided to say something to you.
I can understand how this must have made you feel. I explained to Eddie that even though the comments were not intended to offend, that they had caused feelings of upset and depression. I continued to explain important aspects of the BuySmart bullying and harassment policy, advising him that whether or not the comments were intended as a joke, it is how they impact the receiver that matters. Are you familiar with this policy, Lynn?
I'm definitely more familiar with it now. I refreshed myself on the policy just after the comments were made to be certain that how I was feeling and thinking is valid and it wasn't just me imagining this.
Please understand that your feelings are always valid and that you can always speak to me if you have any concerns. It's great to hear you've familiarised yourself with the policy again. It is a vital source of bullying and harassment based information. The policy outlines the behaviours expected from all staff, what is deemed inappropriate behaviours, and how we handle instances of bullying and harassment. I explained this to Eddie and confirmed his understanding of the policy. BuySmart considers all bullying in the workplace to be unacceptable and that any such behaviour may be subject to disciplinary action. This includes peer-to-peer bullying. How are you feeling about this given the information I've just presented to you?
To be honest, it's really good to hear that as my sales team manager and supervisor, you know what the policy is in place for. And it's comforting to know that I have your support and that I can turn to you because of this.
Thank you for saying that, Lynn. I also have responsibilities as part of the policy. It's my responsibility to provide a safe work environment that enables staff to carry out their work responsibilities free from bullying and to educate myself and my employees on the issues of harassment and bullying, to avoid its incidents, and to inform my employees of procedures to deal with problems should they occur. Because of this incident, I'm going to be conducting a refresher training session with our team on both the policy itself as well as all forms of bullying and harassment within the workplace. I'll also be encouraging the other BuySmart line managers to do the same. What do you think about this?
Doesn't that mean that everyone will know what happened? I really don't need this stress.
Rest assured that the refresher training will be generalised. It will review the policy and I will provide example scenarios for us to work through as a team. I understand your circumstances, both at work and outside, and I'm making it a priority to ensure that this process seeks only to benefit you and the team. Eddie expressed his sincere apologies during our meeting and has asked me to pass on this written apology as well. Please know he did ask to apologise in person, but I suggested a letter may be more appropriate given the circumstances.
That's great, thank you. With everything that's going on right now, I think it would be very overwhelming if he had approached me. But I'm appreciative of his apology.
So moving forward, Eddie and I will complete a formal performance review in 1 month's time. I'll provide him with feedback from you regarding the incident and to answer any questions he may have. Similarly, I will follow up with you in 1 month's time to discuss the outcome of these meetings, and together we can develop a performance management plan to help you moving forward. Is there anything you can think of you would like to talk to me about? Is there anything you feel I haven't covered or would like me to address in more depth?
I don't think so. You have covered everything I was concerned about, and I'm feeling a lot better knowing that the team will take part in a refresher and learn how to be more supportive in this department. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Just remember, I'm here for you.